Okay, hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Deportation Defense Live. Today I'm giving an asylum update from 2023, and I want to welcome. Anyway, we'll talk about asylum. If you have asylum-related questions or really any immigration question, please submit it as we go because we are live, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So it is the 5th of December of 2023. Can't believe we're in December already. I hope everybody's getting their houses decorated for the Christmas season. and I'm really grateful for each of you for being here. My name is Otis Landerholm, and I am the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. I'm really happy to be here with you today. Okay? So remember, Deportation Defense Live, the Deportation Defense Live, is here to train, teach, inspire, and empower immigrants who are facing deportation to make the most out of immigration law, to make the most out of their lives, and to win their cases. All right? Are you facing removal in immigration court, or do you know someone who's facing removal in immigration court? Because if so, you know that it is not easy. It is an uphill battle. The laws are against us. And here at the Deportation Defense Live, we are here to maximize your chances of winning that case. Okay? So today our theme, I want to just talk about asylum right now. And we've got, 30 minutes, not quite 30 minutes for this in English. Then we'll do this episode in Spanish. If you speak Spanish and you want to join us for that, we'll do that right after this episode. Okay? So to start with, I like to start with a brief empowerment tip. Okay? And so my question for you is, do you have a partner in your life, a spouse, a person who you have really committed to? Who you've committed yourself to for the rest of time. All right? Do you? And this week it's my wife's birthday. All right? So this is on my mind. Commitment is on my mind. And I love my wife. I am so lucky to have a life partner who I am on the same page with, and who I respect and who respects me. It's like such an enormous benefit. It's such an enormous benefit. And, but it's like, okay, how do you create that? Well, it's like two things. Find it and then maintain it. Find it. How do you find a life partner like that? Well, don't rush it. You want to really make sure before you commit to someone for the rest of your life, you want to make sure that that is going to be a type of person that you'll be able to stay in good communication even through difficulty. All right? Like you need to kind of test the relationship a little bit. And really know who you are for yourself first. Test yourself in relationships first so that you can really be yourself when you are wanting to and before you decide to commit to someone. But the second, and that's maybe 9/10 of the challenge, right? Finding the right person. But once you do, it's a question of how do you maintain a relationship. And once you're in it, it's like it takes work. It takes staying in communication. It takes being honest when you have feedback for the other person. All right? Wendy and I, we meet weekly, right? We go over issues, goals, challenges, feedback for each other every week. And we do that to maintain, we've got kids, we've got finances, we've got things that we are managing. And so what I say is treat a marriage like you would treat a business in many ways, because there are financial things at stake, but you add passion, add love, add mutual respect to it. All right? And when you have those things in a relationship, I promise you, it makes everything in your life, everything else in your life, so much better. So anyway, that's my empowerment tip for today. Don't be afraid of commitment. Don't be. Instead, find that person who will be a really mutually beneficial life partner for you, and really commit to that person. But you got to maintain it, you know? Anyway, that's my empowerment tip. Hope it was helpful. Hope it was useful. And hey, if it was, let me know, right? If it wasn't, let me know that too. I really appreciate any feedback that anybody gives me. So welcome everybody, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Welcome. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to another episode of Deportation Defense Live. I am your host, Otis Landerholm. Now I'm going to be talking about asylum. I want to tell you two situations that have come up this week. Yesterday, all right, a woman came in to my office. She had arrived 10 months ago to the United States, but last month her husband was murdered. All right? When we're talking about asylum cases, we're often talking about very horrible situations. All right? Her husband had gotten himself mixed up with a branch of a well-known cartel, all right, whose name I will not mention. And they killed her husband. They have killed two of her cousins. They disappeared one of her nieces, a niece, and they're looking for her. And she doesn't want to go back. And she does not have a court date. She entered without inspection, but was never caught by immigration. She does not have a court date. Okay, so that's case number one. And I'm going to talk about this in two separate case types. So case number two came in 2 days ago. All right. A young woman in her early 20s. She was caught by bullies in her town, not narcos, just a mean group of men. They forced her to strip naked on camera. They videoed her. They made fun of her because she was from an indigenous part of the country and doesn't speak the language of the rest of her community. And for that reason, they picked on her and they targeted her. Okay? She entered the U.S., was caught by immigration, and was given a hearing in immigration court. Case number one, case number two. Which do you think is stronger? Do you think they're both winnable? Do you think they're both worth fighting? What do you think? All right. What's asylum law like right now? All right. See, remember, asylum means protection. To win an asylum case, you've got to show you've got a well-founded fear of persecution on account of one of five things. It's got to be on account of your race, your religion, your nationality, your political opinion, or your quote-unquote membership in a particular social group. You must file within 1 year of arrival, with certain exceptions. You can't be otherwise barred, no particularly serious crimes, etc. And you must warrant a quote-unquote favorable exercise of discretion. Those are the legal requirements. Okay? So which case do you think is stronger? In the first case, her husband was killed, her cousins were killed, her niece was disappeared. The question is, right? The question is, would they do the same harm to her? Those things happen to those people, but would they do the same harm to her? Well, she says, yeah. How does she know? Why would they? Are they going after everyone in her family now? Are there some family members who are safe while others are in danger? See, persecution on account of race, religion, nationality, or political opinion likely don't count in her situation. But that last one, membership in a particular social group, family membership can count as a particular social group. All right, there are cases that have decided that family membership can count as a particular social group, but it is not automatic. Okay? We would have to show that that is why they would target her. We would have to show that that is why they targeted the other people they've targeted. All right? We're going to need to work together to brainstorm evidence, witnesses, any other way that we have, expert testimony, for example. Any other way we have of convincing the judge that a similar fate would happen to her, or convincing the officer that a similar fate would happen to her. Now, the good thing is, in her case, that she's not in immigration court yet. So she can apply affirmatively. And if she's successful before the asylum office, she won't ever have to see a judge. Okay? So that's her case. I believe that she's got a case. The question is how well can we prepare it? Okay? So what about case number 2? What about case number 2? Forced to strip naked in public on video by a mean group of men who made fun of her because of her indigenous heritage. They haven't killed anybody. All right? Thankfully, they didn't do worse than what they did. Okay? The question is, the legal question in this case is, did that instance rise to the level of, quote unquote, persecution as defined by immigration law, or was it merely a single instance of, quote unquote, bullying by this very sick and twisted group of people? And that question will depend on the immigration judge and will depend on what happens in immigration court in her case. And my argument is that, yes, judge, that was, quote unquote, persecution because it was meant to humiliate her in public. And because it was on video, it was not just a single instance. It lives on because it was captured on video and shared between these, perverts. So it lives on. And my argument, right, is that yes, that qualifies her for asylum because it was persecution and it was on account of her nationality, her indigenous heritage. That will be my argument in that case. But the question is whether or not the judge will agree with that. Now, her first master calendar hearing isn't until 2025. So she has time to prepare her case. She has time to get her asylum application on file. Everything goes well, she should get a work permit during the process. She should have time to gather additional evidence well in advance of that hearing date. Hopefully there's other facts that we can add to the case to bolster it, to make it stronger, and to maximize her chances of success. But in my opinion, she's got a case. What's the point? What's the point? All cases are different. All right? Every case, even cases that sound very strong when you first hear them, They have some areas of strength, but they also have potential areas of weakness. The point of working with a lawyer, the point of working with a law firm that knows what they're doing with asylum cases, is to help you spot any area of weakness, of potential weakness in your case, and to strategize ways to make that area of potential weakness stronger while still reinforcing the other aspects of your legal argument. The goal is to give you the strongest shot possible under the law. Okay? An asylum is a risky process because ultimately, if a judge denies your case, they order deportation. All right? But it's like sometimes it's the best bet. Sometimes it's the way. And if you're eligible for it, it's like it is legal protection for the rest of your life for you and your family. It makes a difference. So that's what I wanted to share today. All right? That's what I wanted to share today. If you are filing for asylum right now in 2023, please understand it is a long and slow process. You will need to be patient, but you will also want to do it right. Okay? And, you know, if my office can help you through the asylum process, we'd love to help you through it. That's basically all I got, ladies and gentlemen. Basically all I got. So thank you all so much for being here. I don't think that we've gotten any questions from anybody, per se. So, and for my friends here on Instagram, Joel Cinto, great to see you here. And Masaitri Adventure, hello. You said hello, brother. Hello back to you. All right. And Ashfaq Gil, hello. You say you have a question. You say, I applied for a U visa in 2018, was ordered deported. Haven't heard anything from them. Any advice? Okay. It's not you haven't heard anything from them. Hopefully, you've at least gotten receipt notices, gotten biometrics notices, have proof that your case really is on file. Hopefully, you've at least got that. It's not uncommon to have a case pending, especially for a U visa since 2018. Like, U visas are very slow processes, right? Even from 2018 cases, expected to take at least 10 years. Okay? And so, you know, that's the reality. It might be less than that. That might be an exaggeration. 2019 or 2020 cases are more like 10 years. 2018, maybe 3 to 4 more years to get through 2018 cases. So I'm just thinking that through, thinking the backlogs through. So, but, you know, Mr. Gill, thank you for asking that question. If you really want a second opinion or really want a more in-depth analysis of what we could do to make your U visa case stronger or to really make sure that it was all done properly, hey, just reach out, right? We're a phone call away. We'd love to help you. We are here to do that. My office has won lots of U visa cases. We'd love to help anybody out there that has U visa cases. All right? Cool. I think that's the only question that I got. So, Ashfaq, thank you so much for asking your question. Thank you for being here. Everybody, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, thank you. Thank you for being here today. All right? I hope it's useful. If it was, please subscribe to our channel in YouTube and click the notification bell when you do. And if you have an immigration case or an immigration question, hey, please give us a call. We are here to help. We would love to help. All right? My name's Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C., where we fight for your American dream. And I will see you on our next episode of the Deportation Defense Live. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.